प्रगति मैम गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଗଲିନି ଘରେ, ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଡେରି ହେଇଗଲା ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ କରିବାରେ। ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ
ହୁଁ।
ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ରୁ ସବୁ ମୋର କାମ ଥାଏ, ବେଶୀ ସଣ୍ଡେ ଦିନ ସଫାସଫି
ହୁଁ।
ବହୁତ ଥାଏ ଚଢେଇ ମାନଙ୍କର। ତ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଘରୁ
ଆପଣ
ଜଏନ କରିଦିଏ ଆଉ।
ଓହୋ ଘରେ ହିଁ ଅଛନ୍ତି ନା?
ହଁ ଆଉ ଗଲିନି, ଯିବି 3ଟା ବେଳେ ଯିବି ଯିବି ଯଦି ମାନେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ନହେଲା ତାହେଲେ ଯିବି।
Doubt on that you can ask me.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, hello.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning to all. Yes.
Okay, I I want to ask a question about a Bitcoin working process.
Yes.
Okay, in Bitcoin, all miners have equal opportunity or chance to mine a block or to add a block in a network.
Yes.
If they have equal chance,
If
they have equal chance.
yes,
All
because
all all have participating hashing the nonce.
hmm.
Eh, yeah, and they may come to the network proving that nonce.
Hmm.
If this is happen, the forking will come here.
Yes.
Yeah, the forking by deciding which one to continue, which one discard,
Hmm.
the one will be discarded. How the discarding mechanism done, and this one is the first question, how the discarding is decided. If two or more miners have the same result, they are, but they are not chosen to continue. They may be discarded.
Yes, forking concept come when like two or more minor, like more than one minor, like did solve the puzzles, then like generate the block and it broadcasted and verified, and it is approved that that miner can add in the blockchain. Okay. After that, if two or three like forking will be generated. Okay, when the next term will become, when next term will become like another miner will be selected and they will try to collect some transaction, they get chance like to add the block in the blockchain. At that time they will choose, okay, next miners are choose the one of the channel, one of the forking. Okay, and if that is the longest channel, finally, like after some time, if that is found that this channel is the longer one, then that blockchain will keep that one only. Like all,
Yeah,
yes,
my question is, if all miners are participating in one task, they become idle, and if they prove that work and send it to the network, there will be some overhead or consuming a resource and become idleness of each node by participating to one task.
they are not all miner are not doing the same task, like they are not collecting the same transaction. It is not compulsory like in network there is number of like in some seconds number of transactions are there. Some miners are collect some transaction from the transaction pool and other miner can collect other transaction from the transaction pool. Okay, and also if you have that is not affect the blockchain, like if you want to mine because of you want to get some reward and you get some the reputation. Okay, so that you want to mine, that you want to add some block in the blockchain, so it will not affect the blockchain. So if two or three, if all nodes are try to do this, then one will win the this leadership, and they will get chance to add the block in the blockchain. And if that is many forking, as there are many, like all are accepted, they are tried, they solved the nonce at the same time, and they broadcasted that block in the blockchain, and it is verified and it is correct, confirmed, block is confirmed, then that number of forking will be created, and next term they will choose, miner will choose to like which channel they will add their block. Okay, if all nodes in the network also interested to do this thing, it will not affect the blockchain. You want like we'll use our power, like we some are interested to get some reward and get some reputation, and so that they do this solving puzzle solving and adding the thing. It is not compulsory you will you will do this thing. So it's depend upon you. Like if all nodes will participate, all nodes will do this, it will not affect like energy or resource. It there is like less chance. So if you participate means you lose some resource, you lose some energy, it will not affect the blockchain. You already know one of that miner will get reward point to and a chance to the add block in the blockchain. Like in this
Okay.
first stuff, if you will give some reward to the who will get the first position. Okay, and all if you like, I gave some I'll give some puzzle to solve. If all know that okay, one will win this race. Okay, one will get some reward, one or two will get some reward if they will solve the problem or puzzles at the same time. And after that we verify, teachers will verify that is correct or not, and then we'll consider you. All know that there is less chance one will win the things if all are do or solving the puzzles and do this thing. It's depend upon them. Or some 300 students are there, if 100 students are trying to do this and 200 students think about there is no meaning if there is 1 hour one reward will get, so will not waste our energy, not waste our resource. It's depend upon them. Okay.
Okay. The next one is before continue to the Ethereum one.
Hmm.
In the Ethereum network, there is a smart contract
Hmm.
that rules and things are stored. How about in a Bitcoin? I think smart contract is introduced in Ethereum, yeah?
Yeah, smart contract is introduced in Ethereum. In Bitcoin, that is, I have already demonstrated last class that a scripting language is there. In scripting language,
Hmm.
the meta thing is there, input and output is there. In Stack database, they have used for verification. If that key and all this thing operation is verified, then it recorded in the all transaction is recorded in the blockchain. Smart contract,
Okay.
I will demonstrate today the smart contract. What is the Ethereum? What is the Hyperledger? I will talk about that today.
Okay. The next one is you are trying to demonstrate some private network like Ethereum, God,
Hmm.
yeah?
Hmm.
But I want how, to know how to
How to?
ad, adapt this
Huh.
Ethereum for my private blockchain instead of practicing over there.
Yeah, Ethereum
How
have.
to adapt in my case.
Yes, yes. Ethereum have they have given some client app. Okay, you can use Gate, like Ether, like ETH, Gate. These are the client you can use and to create some accounts. Also Ganas is there. I will show today the Ganas, and they you will generate some account on that have the private key and public key, that will help to transact between whenever you want to transfer some amount from one address to another address, one account to another address, that will help. I'll demonstrate how this Ganas or Gate can be used to development of application, decentralized application. I will
Yeah, but
demonstrate
I want to implement or deploy my own blockchain network. Or it may be private or public. I want to adapt just things in my own consciousness algorithm. So how to adapt or use to build my own?
Yes, you can adapt. I'll demonstrate about this. How will adapt your own? How will do this? I'll After this class, I'll demonstrate about one of the simple decentralized application. Then you will get to know about that. Okay.
Okay, thank you. The next one is I want you to tell about integrating some ledgers, example Fiber ledger with IPFS like this. What is the advantage and disadvantage of integrating this qualities of blockchain ledgers
Okay.
in your next presentation?
Okay. Subham Jyoti, if you have
Thank you.
any question, you can also ask the question, because like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, I think if you will ask the question, will not waste any, will not lose anything. We'll start after 30 minutes also, it is okay. If you are clear, like previous section is clear, then it will be like easier for me to proceed. Yeah, I want, if you have any question, like if you try to understand the thing what I have covered. If you have question, if you like, I will try to clear your doubt. If you're clear once, then if you will proceed further, then it will be beneficial to you. Otherwise, if you have no question, then you have not analyzed, you have not like seriously take this course. You can ask any question at any time. Okay. Because
Okay,
it
good
is
morning, ma'am.
good morning. Hmm.
My question goes this way. What is Blockchain Explorer and how blockchain handle huge amount of transaction fees like
Okay, I'll show you. Today I'll show you the how we can see the Etherscan and all this thing. Explorer and Etherscan, and how that like transaction is going on, all this thing. Okay,
okay, ma'am.
I think I'll start. Let me start now. Then after this section, we'll do some question answer section. Okay. Okay, let me share the screen. Host disabled participant screen. Sir,
Just a
let
minute,
me
ma'am.
enable.
Let me make you the co-host. Yes, now you can. Yes, now you can share.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, last class we have discussed about the Bitcoin, how it works and how the code look like how we write the transaction in the Bitcoin, like in the scripting format. Now we'll discuss about the Ethereum, that another one of the blockchain, like you can say it is the private and public blockchain. In private, you can see that yesterday we have demonstrated about the Geth and Ganas. This as the giving the private network and private platform, and Ethereum, that is it is special. It is mainly it is the public blockchain. And this is like Bitcoin. What is the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is that Ethereum is proposed by the proposed by the veteran, like in 2015, like they introduced this Ethereum to make it enable that any kind of application we can develop in the blockchain through this Ethereum by writing some smart contract. I will demonstrate how to write the code in the smart contract. Before that, we have to clear that Bitcoin is just scripting language. Its purpose is just for the financial uses, like it used like whenever we try to transfer some amount from one account to another account, only that is limited facility in the Bitcoin. And in Ethereum, not only it is restricted to financial, it is also allowed to to run to facilitate for the different type of application, like in supply chain, like voting. All application can now adopted the Ethereum because it use the Turing compatible language. That is the, you can say, one of the languages is Solidity, Viber, that many languages it's support, Ethereum support, so that through that language it is the Turing compatible, means we can present like normal coding form, we can write some business logic or some condition like in the coding format in the contract, like that conditional things, and the some storage, some loops, like this smart contract here, like smart contract support to do this. So may like every application, to run the application we can write some program through this smart contract. So Bitcoin is for the financial purpose. Ethereum, it can be adapted any application, anything, and including that amount transfer from, like transactions, like amount transfer from one account to another. Bitcoin is like, you can say that it is the calculator. You can say like addition and subtraction only can be do like in the Bitcoin application. In Ethereum, like you can imagine like world computer, like anything, you have processor, you have all these things, you can do anything with the Ethereum blockchain. So it is developed in 2015, and it's the world programmable blockchain. And anything you can make the program way, you can deploy it, you can make it function it, this application. And blockchain with expressive programming language, that is programming language make it ideal for the smart contract. And it is specially, you can take example of the Solidity language, which is similar to the JavaScript language. It is very easier to like understand this language. Then smart contract main thing is like who functionate or who facilitate this application to run application or to run the logic in the Ethereum, is that Ethereum blockchain is that special, that smart contract. Whatever will write in the smart contract in the coding form, if that will be satisfied, that will give some output. Like if the storage of either loop wise or some condition we have to apply, then like if I want to like deposit this money, then I will get reward of this. Like this kind of logic will be many, like all these things, like normal programming language, it support all things in the like we can present in the smart contract. Then smart contract, you can see the smart contract is look like this. Like we run the smart contract in the EVM, Ethereum virtual machine, and we write the contract is like that, you can see. And like what you write like this, and what other see on the blockchain is like bytecode. Like whenever you compile like EVM, we run that code in the EVM virtual machine. Like like you are dealing with that like Excel sheet, like you have the Excel sheet, but EVM is used to compute, used to run, used to deploy the smart contract. Like some computation you are doing in the Excel, that all node can take advantage of that, but all have that Excel sheet. Okay, like you have to create this contract for your purpose and you deploy in the EVM, And for the EVM, understanding the EVM, you have to compile that code, and it will generate the byte code that it is the opcode. It will be understood by the EVM. Just see, try to see. It is the remix ID. First, you can check it is the browser oriented ID. Then you can type remix ID. You can open this Ethereum ID. It will facilitate you. It is the environment where it will facilitate you to run, to deploy, to test your contract. And here, this IDs look like this. Then here is the documentation. If you want to know more about all the things about the Ethereum, like Remix ID, you can read this document. And here is the here is the thing, file explorer. You have to see, and compiler, and you have to deploy the contract here, and you can debug here. And this is the default workplace. And here is the, you can log in with the GitHub. See, first we'll start about some files are there, like some contracts here. Contract skips test is here. We'll see the contract. Inside the contract, we'll create one, our new one. We'll create here the new one, or here is the some dummy contract is they have given. So you can see that storage.sol, that extension is that will write the contract in the Solidity language, means its extension is that .sol. Okay, and what is this already present? Like what is this? That program Solidity. This means it is like Pragma. It say that it first line is say that which version you are using. Like many version are there. You can see many version of the many version of the Solidity are there. You can use the different version, and in different version they improved, they added some new functionalities. Solidity is added day by day. Many functionalities they have added, make it more powerful language. So Pragma Solidity means it shows that which version we are using. Greater than 0.8.2, greater than equal to this, but less than 0.9.0. Like we'll take care of this, because this version is allow some functionalities, something, otherwise it will show that underflow or overflow kind of error it will show. Okay, this is the contract storage. Like like in OOPS, that is class and class name. Here is contract and storage. Then here that program started, this and number, this is the state variable. Ethereum will store state variable. It will contain the function, it will contain the like loops, conditions. Like it is the state variable. State variable, like Ethereum, I will present that Ethereum is the state computer, like world state computer. Means every account we have, like if I am the node of that network, I have some state, like what is the account number, what is the like amount present in my account. All this will be like present, the state present in the Ethereum. Like will update, Ethereum will update according to the transaction, our transaction. Okay, here is the state, it's the number, and type is this. And then function, like will just store some number here. It is the visibility. Then it is the number, this number will store in the, and this is the state variable, it is updated in the number. Whatever will store, that will updated in this, and it will take some transaction fee. Like and state of the Ethereum is updated to this. And here we retrieve, like it is not that transaction, it is the storing transaction, store transaction. It is just whatever state, it did not change any state. Whatever we updated, we just retrieved. See, function retrieve public view. Also, there is some meaning is that why we use public, or you can use the internal, we can use the external, like to whom we will make enable to view, like any contract, only that contract or intercontract only view this state variable or not will mention. You have to go through the Solidity language, you will get to know about each and everything about that, like which version support which kind of thing, function, state variable, loops, conditions. You have to first cover all these things, then you can enable to write the contract. Okay, so here is this, it will return something, return what value we have to store, it will return that value here. And you can see that, okay, this is the contract. Then later we will see how to deploy it, and how to, you can see now only, like we have to compile this, compile this storage.solidity file. Then here you can take a look that how after the compilation, like here is the, you can see the input, what is the compilation input, and what is the bytecode look like here is the bytecode is the opcode, it use the Ethereum use the stack database to store. Here is the opcodes, you can verify that what is the opcode, what is the meaning of this opcode. This is the bytecode, after the compilation will give the, like EVM will understand this and take the action on this, or change the state according to this. Okay, this is the AVI format, and this is the storage layout. You have to explore all these things whatever is present here. This is a web3 deploy, how to, like when we connect that our contract to the app, like front end, we need this web3 deploy. Okay, then metadata hash, you will get the metadata we have not deployed, like we just compiled, so we are not getting these. You will get the function hash, metadata hash, and gas estimates, and this all these thing, you like some meaning is there. After the compilation we get some this thing, and you have to analyze what is the meaning of, after the compilation, each contract, what is the meaning of this. Okay, then we have to deploy. Then this is the Remix VM. You can choose any type of VM, like some virtual machines are there in the all over the world. Virtual machines are there, like Faris is like we can choose one of the virtual machine VM. Then there is, they have given some dummy account. You can choose any of the dummy account, like as a node you can choose one of the dummy account. From that, whatever transaction you will do, that gas will be reduced from that account. Okay, just see, like it's estimated is, or custom, you can increase like your gas limit here, or estimated it is 3 lakh, I think 30 lakh they have given. Value also you can put any value here. Contract, then you will deploy here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is estimated gas limit? What is meant by
Like
gas?
for this contract, like what will be the estimated gas limit? Otherwise, you can make it custom and you can increase the gas limit, so that your transaction will be succeed. Like sometimes, like some transaction will take more gas, means it is a fuel, like in Ethereum each and every transaction you will pay for that. Okay, this is a fuel, and if there is estimated gas, they have given this, if this will take more gas, then you can mention you can choose the custom and you can increase the gas limit. Means for like they have given for that contract, this is the gas limit. within this gas limit, all your transaction will be completed. Okay, if you want to more like to see that more transaction, you can increase your gas limit. So to choose the custom and you can increase the gas limit.
Okay, ma'am. So that means number of chain will be increased.
No,
Number of
no. It is not like affect any to chain length or something. It's like for the some gas limit is there. Like you have some 100 rupees there. You can invest, like I will give 100 rupee. Within these 100, you just try to manage day to day life, whatever you want to buy or something. Just I have given the 100 rupee, you try to invest it within the 100 rupees. So the gas limit is that only, like I have given this much of money, so this is the limit. Within that you can spend like anything, like any transaction you can do it, not like more than that amount. Okay, like I have already given the 100. If you want to spend more than 100, then it will give the error. Otherwise, if you spend like less than 100, then it is okay. And also, like here is the option is that you can choose the custom, or they have like they automatically they have given some gas limit, you can use that. Or also it is a dummy thing is that like we can choose our custom, we can increase the gas limit. Like yesterday also I have given that presentation, like in gate also in Genesis configuration, that gas limit is there. We have increased that, like it will facilitate like more transaction in the block. Like it will not increase the transaction number, it only facilitate, it only like not give you will not face the error like for the gas, so that we try to increase the gas limit.
okay, ma'am. So that means some analogous to processing power.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
See, we have changed some gas limits, so they have given that there is error, that is insufficient gas is there. So they give some error on this. Okay, like when we try to deploy, so they have given some error because of the gas limit. See, if the transaction failed for not having the enough gas limit, they suggested that try to increase the gas limit. So we have choose the 100, we have choose this thing, and we try to deploy. First you have to compile it, then you have to see. You have changed something, then we got some error. Then after first you compile it, then you will deploy it. You have to choose, like here you have to choose like in which account you try to deploy, and which VM you can like you can choose which VM you want to use. And also we will see that like next class we'll see that how to connect that remix to the injected like MetaMask. so that MetaMask wallet will get connected with the Remix. Whatever we want to deploy, that will reflected or that is deducted the money from that wallet in our wallet. So you can see after the deploy of the contract, this transaction like it is showing it is the owner contract deployed by this is the address. They have given some address in which address like it deployed, so that from that address we can face the information later. Okay, in the EVM it is just deployed in the EVM machine, like they have given that successfully it is deployed. And here they have so like here you can see that status of this transaction means 1. They will given like transaction if transaction is mined and executed successfully. If there is no error in the code, no error, like you have sufficient amount of gas limit and all this thing is okay. If that is deployed, that is transaction is successfully mined and executed successfully, then status will be show 1, otherwise it will show that 0. Okay, we'll see like we'll reduce the gas and we'll see if it will give like it will shows that transaction is failed, then what will be the log value in this. Okay, see status, they have given the status, what is the status and the transaction hash. Each and every transaction I told you like hash to store before store in the block, and each and every transaction have like it will convert it to the hash, and it is the block hash, whole block hash, and block number, how many block it use, like what is the block length, and contract address, the contract which is the contract you deployed, that ownership that sol contract is this is the address. This is the form, like there is two address I will explain about in Ethereum. There is two address. One is the external owner account, another one is the contract account. Okay, there is two type of account is there, and external owner account is that like you have the private key and the public key, you are enabled to do some action, do some transfer of the money, do some action on the deployed, like initiate that transaction. And another one is the contract means it store the code and it has some account, and it only store the code, it will run, and this is a two different account. I will explain about it. From means from which address, like our address. I just did that transaction like deployment on this. I have power, only click on that. Okay, I have made the contract, I will click on that. I am the externally owner account. I have only private key, public key. I can have some address, through that address I initiate the transaction. Okay, so that from is my address. You can see this address I choose. There is multiple addresses that I choose this address and it is shown this address. See, and see for this transaction 0.1 something is reduced, it is reflected here. Okay, and 2, like it is not, we are not sending anyone, it's just we are doing this, so owner, like for us only we store, for our purpose only we store some value, like in supply chain or something, we are not transfer something to any other account. So from is me, my information I want to store in the contract or store in the blockchain. So 2 is the owner constructor, me only. And this is the transaction gas cost. It is in the WEI form. Okay, so that it is showing in ether form, so 0.111 something, and this gas is like showing that 344458. And this is the execution cost. There is two costs, like transaction cost and execution cost, and this is the output. Bytecode output is that, decoded input and decoded output is there. You can see all these things. You can try to analyze what is that log and what is that decoded output. All you can see this, and you can here not only we have to compile and deploy. Here you can this is the change ownership, like we have to transfer the ownership to other. This contract is showing that we are transferring our ownership to other, to make the another address to be owner. So we'll give chance. See, we'll choose another address. Here you can try it. You can choose another address to make him the owner. To make him the owner, then this is the transaction. See, now owner is changed. Like you can see the get owner. Now address of the owner is not this, it is this. Okay, we have like changed the ownership through this. Like in supply chain, like from the retailer to wholesaler to customer, like this we are just transferring if this contract can help to transfer the ownership. And here we throw this contract for the change ownership, you have to paste like to whom we have to try to change the ownership. You can paste the address here. Then to get owner, before that owner is the different person, now owner is the different, that state variable changed already in the ethereum. And whenever we just get owner means we have to just face that state variable from that blockchain ledger. See, now the owner is then also there you can write the things like when like some owner will do some functionalities for the case, like ownership is transferred to me means now I can do anything with the asset. I can change the ownership and I can do some addition or subtraction with that asset. You can add the code in this. Okay, like once the change ownership is changed, now it is the like all power is with you only. I have you understand or not, how that contract is working, how we what thing we can mention in the contract and how it run, how it give the output. See, there is there is some transaction is that we'll get some transaction. And here they have given who is the owner now, who is the previous owner. All this thing is present in one transaction. And here, like from whom, now we have transferred to whom, like all this thing is present here. If you have any doubt, I can clear with this ID. Otherwise, we'll continue the theoretical part of the Ethereum. If you have any doubt with this remix ID or how it work, or you can debug anytime here. You can deploy any contract here, and also there is
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes. And
Ma'am,
there is
can we?
some plugin is there. Okay, you can use more plugin, more zero knowledge proof, many things as there. Plugin is there. You can explore more about this. Here, many things, many unit testing, solidity scan, and some IPFS like storage system. Jocrate is the zero knowledge proof. They have added more plugin in this remix IT. You can take advantage of that only. Yes, you can ask.
Ma'am, I was asking that how to integrate this in website or other application.
How?
How to integrate with other application or websites.
See, there is many thing connect to external, or I'll show you how to connect with the MetaMask, or how to here is given some accounts or something, and there is see. mm, See here, compile, and here is that is option. There is option is there. You can integrate with your application. Okay, this remix ID you can integrate with the MetaMask, integrate with the Ganas, integrate with the your application. Like it has some local host address. You can connect with that local host address.
Ma'am, it supposed to have some limit because it is free. So what to do then?
Yeah, it is. See, browser extension. It has some integrated provider MetaMask, like testnet, and obtain like MetaMask different version of the MetaMask. They give some like this is the project you will not do in the mainnet. Like whenever you will do mainnet, like Ethereum mainnet, actual like where we have to deploy, anyone can see, anyone can check your contract. At that time, each and every transaction you have to pay for some gas amount. Okay, like
Okay.
we are using some testnet or our private blockchain. Okay, MetaMask or Ganas, if you will connect to this, they have given some dummy account and some dummy ether. We'll play with this thing. Okay, like for our project, we are working with this or testnet. This is a private. Okay, this is the private or Ganas or Geth. We can connect with the Geth. Like I have given some RPC value, HTTP RPC value. Yesterday I have pasted something. Through that, you can connect with the Geth, or you can connect with the remix ID. You can connect with the Ganach. Okay, through that address, HTTP address or RPC, you can connect with that only. Okay, like we that will give some ethers, like this is a private blockchain. Okay, whenever we'll create some public like actual Ethereum, whenever you will go for the developing the actual Ethereum, you have to deploy the contract in the main chain, and that will reflect to like you have to pay for this for each and every transaction, for the each deployment, each execution, like for the execution also, for the deploying also, you have to pay for this, and that will like that will reflect it. Anyone can verify. Like Ethereum is what it is, a world computer. Anyone can participate, anyone can verify, anyone can do this thing. Okay, anyone can be the miner. And here this case, like we are creating some private kind of thing. Like we are the owner, we are the like we create some node, we are the owner, we create some accounts, like, and also we are using the dummy ether. Whatever transaction we'll do, that will deduct it from that account. That dummy things are there. Or you are using the testnet. Grubson, Rinkeby, that many testnets are there. You can use that testnet also. But whenever you go for the main net, see, I'll show you this one also. In Etherscan, you can see in Etherscan, actual like in mainnet, many contract, many transactions are like in few seconds, many transactions are there, many blocks are formed, many blocks are added to the blockchain. You can check through the etherscan.io. Okay, like you can see that what is the ether price, what is the transaction are like this million of transaction update in every 5 minutes. See, total transaction counter is counting the transaction, how many transaction in 5 minutes they have collected this million of transactions. See, this is how they deployed the mainnet. They take benefit of the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, and you can see all this thing here. Wait a minute. Okay, you can see the transaction history in 14 days, like how it is growing, how it is like the what is the graph in here, like latest block, like in 10 second, like every 12 second, miner will like timing is 12 second. Miner collect some transaction, build some block, and do that through like build some block and send to the like broadcast to the blockchain. See, The miner, which miner, they have mentioned which miner did this thing. Like Ethereum balance is that, Ethereum this, token holding is this, and all this information you can check through this. See, transaction hash, status is success, block they have formed, like timestamp they have used. Sorry. From who did this and to whom, who is the value it is taken, transaction value, gas value, all these things. This is the actual original transaction happening in the Ethereum mainnet. Okay. See, this is a transaction hash. This is the methods. Like it is a transfer transaction. Like it is the type is transfer or storing or like only that reading or this type of. This is the method. This is the method. All are the transfer type. Like this is the block number. This is the ace. Like 44 second ago this block is formed. Like this is a from this, like minor, this is to this, and this is the amount, this is a transaction fee, and this internal transactions is look like this. The token transfer, like some type of tokens are there, they're dealing with the tokens, like how like 3 days ago this block is formed, like they transfer the token from this account to this account. See, this is the transactions, transaction fee receipt, this is a actual transaction is happening through the Ethereum. Then you can see contract interline. This is the block, one block. 27 second ago, this block is formed. This is the parent hash. This is the type, only call, create, transfer. This is the type. This is the type, and this is the method. They have called that function or something like transfer, they only call this thing. Okay, and from which address to which address, and all these things, like we told na, blockchain is the, like Ethereum is the like public blockchain, and all these thing is the available, and who is the node, like it is the publicly available to all. So this is the Etherscan is showing this how many, like in every second, in 12 second, how many blocks are created, what is the transaction in this, and what is the amount they transfer, what, like what type of transferring is this, what is the method they have used, and what is the function they are like doing this. See, this is a ether price, that limit ether price. Market capital, like stock market, they have market capital till now. Then last finalized block number is this. Let's say block is this. Then gas price is this. All the transaction is this. This is the latest transaction, this is the latest blocks, is the each and every transaction, and what is the amount they have transferred, or only that that is for the call purpose, for the like viewing to only that view the state variable, or they have transferred something. All this thing is see, transaction hash, this which block, 5 block confirmations, and timestamp they have used, who is the sponsoring this, and from this to this, all this thing you can see this one. That beacon is like it is a sharing technique, it is improved in Ethereum. Previously that proof of work is there, like they have used proof of work for the consensus mechanism, but nowadays proof of stake is used, and also proof of stake, and that improved version beacon and something sharding technique they have used to make it more scalable, Ethereum more scalable. So it is the showing that ETH2 beacon chain deposits is beacon is like nowadays they improve the scalability of that Ethereum. They just adding like one block is splitted to the many. It is the higher version of things. You no need to know about this. And view blob, like this is also concept of the more like advanced concept. And this is the what is the forking, like what is the, this is the parent thing, and this what is the height of this, and what is the length of this. There is any forking is there, means many miners are doing like same time they have added or not, how many chains they have generated. All this you can see here, you can check through this. See, the old contract also you can check here. This is the contract address, and they will also give the code, like what code they have executed. There is nothing. All thing is like transparent, and see all code, all this thing is present here. Like they have deployed, and it is like visible to all. It is not like our private, or we are like deployed in the testnet. It is, you can see, because of it is like they have deployed in the main Ethereum mainnet, that is called mainnet. So which type of contract they have deployed, you can check here what is their statement, what they have written, all these things. So no one can do anything, and whatever the transaction there. And also your contract creator, it also to our echo contract creator, token tracker, like what is the Ethereum balance, value is there, all this thing is mentioned here. And like that, that is token is there in Ethereum, like many, you have to explore this thing. It is not possible to cover all these things. Also in Ethereum many tokens are there. Tokens also, like you are using the token to, like in restaurant or something, you are going to there and you use the tokens to, like they give some token when you go to like buy something, they you to, for the waiting purpose, they have given to some token, and after that through that token you can collect your item. Like that also, that is same kind of things is in the Ethereum, that is fungible token, non-fungible token is there. Fungible token is that token which is like value is same for all. Like we have Indian rupee, okay, like Indian rupee, that you can, that is one token. In India you can buy everything with that India, or know the value of that Indian rupee. If for the in restaurant you will get some kind of token, like they have given some token, like you can use that token for that restaurant. If you'll go with that token to another restaurant, then that value is not like that value is it is invalid. So this is a non fungible, this is non fungible token and fungible token. Okay, different type of token. Different type of token. You can see these as are tokens used, and you have to explore the token. Token, in that token you can use. You can store some value, and you can use for the different purpose. Like if you want to send some amount to the another account, you can use the token. And also if you, also you can create your own token. There is the existed token is that ERC20 token is that, ERC721 token is that. That is different type of token, you can take help of that token. Otherwise you can generate your own token. In my project also I have created my own token. In that token I have just combined something like some this amount, this is my asset. For this asset, like I want to transfer the many asset at a time to another account, so I merge in that token, so to this asset, and this is the amount, so I merge in the one token. I not do the all transaction one by one transaction to transfer the all asset one by one asset from one account to another account. I just transfer one token to another account. Okay, have I understand or not? Like it is the, like it is understandable or it is out of. out of your understanding. If you
Yes.
have any doubt, you can ask in the middle. Like then I will continue that what is the Ethereum, all this thing. If you are clear about this thing, then you'll like you can prefer any document or any like videos later. Then you can understand easily. First, you have to understand these things. What is actually mainnet? What is the testnet? What is the private blockchain? Ethereum have support this much of things. You have to clear about this thing first. Okay. Like you will go for the theoretical concept or we'll continue with this.
Yes, anyone answer?
There is some site you can check that transaction pool I told about, that mining pool. Like whenever anyone want to do some transaction, that will store in the transaction on mining pool. From mining pool or transaction pool, the miner take some of the transaction from it, generate the block, and try to solve the puzzle and try to get the nonce, then broadcast to the network. Here you can see like validator, these are the validator, miner or validator, and these are the node fee, deposit, all this thing. There is multiple site that by visiting their site you will clear about the what is the practically going on. Not only theoretically you have to get knowledge, like practically what is the going on in behind, you can get knowledge about that. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now, otherwise we'll proceed.
Madam, I have some question.
Yes.
So we are using creating a DApp using Ethereum blockchain. So
Yeah.
for that token or the coin used should be the ETH or any other coin I can use for any gas transaction or anything. Means the gas fee.
Like in Ethereum, only like ETS is there. For the Ethereum, it is constant like ETS. Okay. Ether.
So for now, whatever the coins you were showing, so that is for what type of blockchain it can be used?
Like I was showing that it is for the Ethereum. It is the Ethereum. It is Ethereum. It is the Ethereum mainnet. They have deployed like what is the transaction going on now, what is the block formed, and
No,
what
in the earlier slide, earlier website, so it was showing many other coins also, like Sui and something also it was showing many other coins.
No. It is price is like in the ETS only. Like they have their own token and all this thing, but it is converted. They have to pay in ETH because Ethereum only deal with the ETH coin. They reduce like through the ETH only. Ethereum don't know about other things. Like token is like this, token is BNB and this kind of thing, but price is like in the ETH.
So means what is this website mainly showing? Etherscan.io. It is mainly for the price or the transactions of different. What it is showing mainly this website?
Okay, it is showing like actual blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, that main chain. Like, oh, what is the Ethereum actually? It is the public blockchain. Like anyone can join in this. Anyone have that open ledger. Okay, here like there is some nodes are there. Some nodes trying to transact in that blockchain through that blockchain. So it is showing that how many transactions are there in seconds and how many blocks are formed with that Ethereum public blockchain. In that open ledger, it is the open ledger means all we can check that transaction. We are the part of that Ethereum blockchain. It is a world computer, and also we can check like in mainnet. Okay, like Ethereum means it is the mainnet. Who are like business, who are doing the business, who are using the Ethereum, they try to like make some contract, try to deploy on that, or try to transfer some money to another account, and that is reflected here. It is reflected here.
Yeah, all this is okay, but the previous one, whatever you are showing or in the website, it is there. So if they are only dealing with the ETH, is the token coin, then why they are showing these other coins in this description?
I have a question. Nice.
Where they have mentioned other coin?
There's a SUI and other many coins. The Bitcoin also it is showing there. Ah, then
Bitcoin
you,
have their own coin, Ethereum have the, like, different country have different coin, like, so that different
okay.
blockchain have their constant coin, they understand only that coin. If as a gas cost, if they will deduct something from that, like for each transaction,
I
only
have a
they
question for
deduct,
this.
like ETS only. Like
Okay.
Bitcoin they have different, and Ethereum they have different. Okay, so all are showing like blockchain is, Bitcoin is the different blockchain, like Ethereum is the different blockchain. Then Hyperledger they are dealing with the another kind of blockchain. So they have their own, own coin. Okay, they understand only that point, like ETH value.
ETH. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sir, you understand or not? Like I can explain more, like more detail. I
No,
will
no,
try to
this
explain.
website actually that is my still that is the confusion
Yeah,
because
yeah, I understand.
it is the ETH means the Ethernet blockchain. So why it is showing? Earlier I also saw this website and that was my confusion there also. If I am dealing with one public blockchain which is Ethernet, so I am doing all the transactions with ETH only. So
Hmm.
why I'm interested or why they have interested to show other coins details here? Uh,
Yeah,
maybe
like
for
where,
different.
where is that other coin? They have mentioned nothing like other coins here. It is the just USD means they have converted like Ethereum. What is the value in USD? But in this blockchain, where sir you have identified that, other
Previous
coin?
slide it was showing the SUI or something. It is showing. You go to the home or
Where?
somewhere in the home or somewhere it was showing. Click the home.
Home. Okay. Yeah.
Here
Where
it is
is
showing.
it?
It is only ETH it is showing.
It
No?
is the also
That
Ethereum
is the
cost.
gas. That is the gas cost.
Hmm.
0.509 QA it is in the gas cost.
See, BTC they have showing means they have
Yes, it is bit.
converted.
Yes.
They have
I,
converted to know you what is the value
okay.
of, yeah, Ethereum to BTC. Like
Okay.
if you know BTC, they just make you confirm. Okay, like I am in Canada, I
Yeah.
using Canadian means
Yes.
I mention that in Indian it is the 65 like this. For your understanding, they have like mentioned this thing.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question or we'll proceed about the theoretical part? See, Ethereum is the world state. Already you have discussed many things about the Ethereum. Ethereum is the world state means like one state is there. Like it is a public blockchain. Anyone can participate in this. All have their own state. Like my account is that what is with me, and all these things, my information is there. Whenever any transaction will be happen, that will updated in our state. So Ethereum will maintain that world state. Like everything, every transaction, everything, it will updated our state value. See, all all node maintain the world state. If every transaction we are doing, we will transferring something to another account or will store something, all these things will be updated in the all over, like all have their state. It is only like in our value or in our amount or even in our state variable, like there is some state variable is there. In that state variable we declare some state variable. In that state variable we'll store something or we'll do something, and that state variable only changes. Okay, and whenever we want to retrieve, we can retrieve that things. So it is called the world state. Blockchain is globally shared, decentralized, and transaction database. See, Ethereum world state, and all have their transaction is like peer-to-peer network, like this, and only that state is changed. Interface to the node, like here, like some interface, like when the Ethereum node have that is many type of client app is there, and we are the external actor, and we can interact with some Web3 API. and this is the state machine, like wall state, like this is the previous state, this is the next state, like this is a block, like it will create a transaction is nothing but it is in Ethereum, it is presented the state machine, like it will updated which state to another state, like what is the input and what is the previous state, what is the next state, like it is updated like this. State machine versus blockchain. From the viewpoint of the states, Ethereum can be seen that state machine. It look like as a state machine, and you can see that block is from that number of transactions. This address, this is the account state, all have that this account, this is the account address, and this is the ownership of this asset, this is the value of this, all things in respective of each address, all have some account state, and whenever any address will doing something like some transaction, it will reflect it here. And two type of account in the Ethereum. One, I already mentioned that two type of account. One is the external actor account, like externally owned account, and then is contract account. In externally owned account means it is like external, like I am the user, I have the public key and private key, and I have the account state, nonce value, balance, and store hash and code hash, but will not store any code. You will not store like we don't have the power to storage or the power to store the code. We only, like as a external actor, I have the public key, private key, I can transfer something to another account, or I can initiate something, not run the code. Okay, see, externally owned account and contract account. Contract account also we have some address, and contract account means it will store some like code, it will enable to run some code, it will update, like it is code and storing purpose. This account, like contract account address is there. When we run in the remix ID, I saw like I've run some remix ID, that is they have given some like our, it is the account, it is the like external owned account, like we have some balance, we have something, we have just initiated, we deployed, like we have not power to like deploy something, we just initiate that. And contract account, contract also another, like they just store the contract that code, and like run that code, deploy that code in that, and it has that own addresses there. Account address, the private key, then it will public key, then like through the public key, that address, whatever we address means this one, like this one, address something. Account, it is nothing but it is the address. It is generated through this. We have public key, then that will generate some private key through the algorithm, then hash of that public key is the address, it is the 160-bit, and contract is the sender address, who is the sender, like contract who try to deploy it, just who initiated sender nonce value, then it will generate some address with this. Two type of transaction is there, like external actor, like I already told, like me only try to transfer the things to another account or initiate that contract, and that contract account will be like deployed or doing that is code is that stored in the EVM, that deploy in the Ethereum, and it will generate some address. 4 cases of the message passing, like by the transaction to you, like externally owned account, like me, like I am the owned account, like external owned account, I can do the some message that like transaction, I will send, like you are the one of the account, I am the one of the account, I can transfer the some money, or I can transfer some document, like this type of 4 cases is that EOA to one account to another account, external account we can send, and we can initiate account to CA, we can initiate the message and that code will run, or CA can, like contract can, like do the transaction, like contract have something is that ownership transfer or something I initiate it and that stored in the contract, and contract only initiate like giving some reward to another account or to transfer the ownership to another account, that is called the CA2 EOA. Means contract code is passing some message to another account, it can communicate to another account. Then CA code to CA, like contract to contract, inter contract message passing can be possible. Like one contract transfer ownership contract, if ownership are transferred, then it will forward to another contract, contract to contract, then it will reward point will be there or some next action will be there. So in that case, contract to contract message passing or transaction can be possible. So contract creation transaction, this is the previous, this is the transaction you have initiated, then you have to code is stored and all this thing is done, and contract that address state will be updated. Here the transaction structure, like all have nonce value balance, code hash and storage root, and contract code is they have code, and here EOA you have the only key, and contract account have the own code, like they have structure is like this, transaction is look like this in the Ethereum. Transaction structure, nonce value, gas price, gas limit to value, like we already see that in transaction what is in the transaction. You can check in the remittance ID also, whenever you do some transaction that is confirmed, what is inside that log, you can check that one. Then after that, this is the order of the transaction, like order is not guaranteed here, but it will be guaranteed through the like consensus mechanism. Miner can determine the order of the transaction in the block. Like they have collected some, like some transaction are like interrelated, like it is related to timestamp, it's depend upon the timestamp. So they try after the they miner will collect and they determine the order of transaction, they make the block. The order between the block is determined by consensus mechanism. In POW also, like some transaction need the order, like after this ownership transfer only, like transaction, then next transaction can be happen. After the ownership, then reward transaction can be happen. In network, we get like miner get in 12 seconds get many transaction. That may be like he collected, miner collected this transaction reward pointing transaction first, then next transaction is that ownership transfer. So then like miner have to collect that one and ordering that one and store in the block. Then it is the look like block header, the Merkle tree, then Ethereum POW. Like nowadays it is it took more time, more power, more research, this consensus mechanism. So Ethereum also updated to the POS, and also dunk shading something is there, like dunk shading, it is a research they have like improved like POS version. So this is not Ethereum. Initially, Ethereum used a POW, but nowadays it is using the version, like higher version of the POS, proof of state. Who have means more state, who invested more things, and they lead the network. This is the things like how Ethereum POW works, and this is the hashing function also, like in blockchain, in generic blockchain I have discussed, the hash is used for the transaction, for the hash pointer is used to connect the block to block. In Bitcoin, that hash function is the SHA-256. Here it has a hashing algorithm is using in the Ethereum. So no need to go to this much of deeper. If you want to do research on it, then you have to know about this thing. Otherwise, for now, you can ignore this thing. Computation and memory hash, they have used also how much computation power they have used for the hash function and memory access. It is all about the POW. Then EVM also I have discussed about. This is the structure. EVM is like virtual machine. They have given. It is maintained by that community. It is not like a centralized thing. Centralized thing. Virtual machine is like if you want to run something like some code, some deploy or some computation, like all node have that EVM. You can run, you can deploy through that. EVM is the virtual machine. It look like this thing. Like in your, I already gave the example. Like if you deal with the Excel sheet, like you are do some computation, like some mathematical thing you are doing. Like we are dealing with I am the node of the network. I have the Excel sheet. I am working with the Excel sheet. Computation, for the computation purpose, like I use the EVM for that. EVM is not belongs to anyone. It is not centralized. EVM is used to do some computation on that Ethereum. So I think like time is over. Like I will also present Hyperledger little bit. Like there is certain things
I
are there.
think ma'am will after 5 minutes will give the break. After that 12 we will again continue.
Okay, next I will briefly tell about the Hyperledger. Then I will show you some tools of that Ethereum, and also we'll run some decentralization, centralized app. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Otherwise, we'll take some break, and after 12 o'clock we can start. Like we'll see that how Hyperledger is working, what is the transaction steps, and then we'll see that how to develop one decentralized application using Topper, using Ganache, using MetaMask. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll take a break. After half an hour, we'll start.
I think we'll stop here, ma'am.
Yes,
Again.
yes.
Again at 12. After 30 minutes, all of you just join. Fine. So the attendance link will be sent at 1:30. Fine. After both the classes.